All right, guys. So, hello to you all. This is Mila, the mindset coach, and I wanted to try and do kind of a filler series while we are on hiatus from the podcast. The podcast will return with season 2. But I kind of wanted to do something to fill the space a little bit. So I thought about doing a series on self sabotage. And so I'm calling the series the Sabotage Files. And this series is about the subtle ways we stand in our own way. And, we talk about from procrastination to perfectionism to toxic friendships and fear of success. We're basically just breaking down what self sabotage, really is, why it shows up, and how to finally stop letting it control your life. So let's get into it. Okay, we're gonna start with the first part, and that is what self sabotage is and what it isn't. Okay, most people think self sabotage means you're lazy, unmotivated, or that you just don't care. But that's not true. Self sabotage is often a sign that you care deeply, actually, so deep that you fear failing. And sometimes you even fear succeeding. And that fear keeps you from moving forward. Okay, so let's talk about that. Picture this: you set a goal, you're excited. Maybe it's starting your own business, applying for grad school, finally leaving that job that drains you, or, even something personal like setting boundaries with your family. So you write that down, you talk about it, you imagine what life could be like if you follow through on it, and then you kind of stall, right? Weeks pass, months pass, you distract yourself. You make excuses, or you say, I'll do it when the timing is better, or I'll do it when the time is right. That's not laziness, that's self sabotage. So here's why that actually matters. Okay. Self sabotage doesn't look dramatic most of the time. It's not a huge blow up or a sudden crash. It's actually quite subtle. It's hesitation. It's busyness. It's doing everything but the thing you said was important to you. And the crazy part of it, the wild part about all of it is sabotage often feels like safety. Our brains are wired to keep us safe, not happy. Let me say that again. Our brains are wired to keep us safe, not happy. Safe means familiar, even if the familiar is miserable. Success often means, not often, but all the time, success means change. And change is risky, it's scary. So your brain says, let's just stay here. It may suck to be here, but at least we know what this is. At least we know where we are. We know how this feels. Think about it. Have you ever been right at the edge of a breakthrough and suddenly you pick a fight, you stop showing up, or you just completely ghost the opportunity? That's not a coincidence. That's your brain hitting the brakes to avoid the unknown. Let me give you a real example. A client of mine had been dreaming of writing a book, okay, for years. She finally got the outline done. She told her friends. She even started the first chapter, and then radio silence. She suddenly got too busy. But when we dug deeper, it wasn't about time, it was about fear. Because finishing the book meant she had to put her voice out there, it meant being judged. So instead of risking that, her brain convinced her she was too busy to write. That's self sabotage. Now, let's break this down. Why do we do this? Well, there are a few core reasons. Number one, fear of failure. If I don't try, I can't fail. That sounds safe, right? But it also guarantees I never win, right? Number two, the fear of success. If I succeed, people will expect more of me. I'll be more visible, and visibility feels dangerous. And number three, old programming. If you grew up hearing you weren't enough or you saw people punished for standing out, your brain learned to shrink yourself. You learn to stay small. When you understand that, you stop beating yourself up. Self sabotage is not proof that you're broken, it's proof that your brain is trying to protect you with bad timing. Now, how do you start shifting it? So, step one, you call it what it is. Okay, pay attention to your patterns. Are you really procrastinating or are you protecting yourself from something? Step two, ask the deeper question. Every time you avoid something, ask yourself, what am I scared might happen if I actually do this? The answer will tell you what you are protecting. And step three, shift from judgment to curiosity. Instead of saying, ugh, I'm so lazy, or, I can't do this, try, interesting, I'm avoiding this. Why? Curiosity opens the door to change, judgment slams it shut. So here's a question that I want you to sit with. Where in your life right now do you know you're standing in your own way? Not where other people might be blocking you, where you are blocking you. Write it down because naming it is the first step to taking your power back. So, no, self sabotage isn't laziness, it's not weakness, it's a defense mechanism that once served you, but now it just holds you back. And the good news, once you see it, you can choose differently. So, this whole series is about breaking these kinds of patterns. And in the next video, we're tackling the sneakiest form of self sabotage, which is negative self talk. Because before you ever miss the deadline or blow the opportunity, it usually starts with that voice in your head. So make sure that you guys like, subscribe, comment, share so that you can be in the know and so that you don't miss what's coming next. All right. So thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.